Okay, so I have legitimately no idea what's going on with my camera. I feel like there's like weird icons on the screen I have never seen before. So that's great. So I had this idea yesterday that I wanted to run 30 miles in the month of September because 30 days 30 days hath September. So I decided I was going to do 30 days 30 miles hath September. So I made myself this little sheet so I could check off 30 miles, 1 mile a day, this month. And I was super excited, and then I realized it's already September and I'm 3 days behind. So I got a little catching up to do. So hopefully I'll be able to do all 30 miles this month. And I'm kind of trying to decide what my reward is going to be after the 30 days. I really think I can do it. I think I can do 1 mile a day. And then I know I can run at least 3 miles. So I can do some longer runs to kind of catch up here and there. So I'm just in my basement. Here's the treadmill. And I'm ready for day 2 of 30 miles hath September. Technically it's the 5th, but started a little late, so yeah. Okay, so I'm on day 4 of my 1 mile a day challenge, and it is 11 o'clock at night, and all I want to do is go to bed, but I'm gonna do my mile. Because I feel like if I get even one day behind, then the next day I have to do 2 miles. So we're gonna do it. Okay, I just got done with my mile. Holy, honestly, I'm telling myself it's the elevation that's making this so hard. I finally have memory on my card. I'm just eating gummy bears in the car because Cameron is playing frisbee golf right now and the wind is literally 1,000 miles per hour and Halsey's asleep right behind me. So I thought I would film just a second. Okay. Not a good idea to put a gummy bear in my mouth and then try to talk. So I finished my 30 miles in September yesterday. Okay, so just to recap a little, I don't have a ton of footage of me running these miles, but my goal was to run 30 miles in the month of September, so basically a mile a day. And the reason I felt like that was pretty doable is because, like, we have a treadmill and I also have a gym at work, and so I figured it would be super easy. A mile only takes me about 10 minutes to run, and so I figured it would just be a really easy thing to kind of work into my daily routine. Okay, so first of all, I started on the 5th, so I was already 5 miles behind. Well, 4 miles behind because I ran one that day. So that was a little annoying. And then, okay, this is gonna sound really strange, but it's almost like 10 minutes. It's so short. Like, I can run a mile so quickly that I procrastinate it so much more. Sir, this is just sticking. Okay. So it was as if like it was such an easy little thing to do. I procrastinated it more. When I was training to do my 5K and my runs would be like 3 miles, I knew it was going to take me like between 30 and 40 minutes to do. So I needed to block out time. And so every Saturday morning I would go and do my long run. But since these miles were so short, it almost was like working against me because I was like, oh, I can do it later, I can do it later, I can do it later. And pretty soon, sometimes I was just running my mile at like 11 o'clock at night. So last Monday, I came to Cameron and I was like, Cameron, I have only done 9 of my miles. Like, I have totally failed this challenge. I can't do it. Like, I didn't reach my goal. So Cameron does the math and he realizes, well, I think I told him this on last Sunday, but he realized, he was like, if you run 4 miles a day for the rest of this week, you can do it. 4 miles a day? I know. Monday morning, woke up, did my 2 miles, went to work, was so tired, And then Monday night did 2 more miles. And I completed 4 miles in one day. And so the next day, yes, I was extremely tired, but I was like, wow, like I really, really did this. By Wednesday, I was doing my night miles, my night 2 miles. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm already here. I'm already sweaty. Cameron's watching Halsey. Let me just do 1 more mile. And it's just crazy, like, as you get over this, like, hump in your mind, you just can do so much more. So much of running, I feel like, is so mental that, like, you really can do whatever you put your mind to. So, yesterday, I finished my 30 miles in September. I can't believe I did it. There was a couple days last week where I did 5 miles a day, which was so insane. But I'm so proud of myself. And one thing that's crazy that I've learned is, like, so I was going to get myself like a reward, like maybe a pair of Lululemons or like a pair of shoes or something. And on Thursday, I was kind of like, I was looking online, like, hey, what do I want to get? Like, how do I want to reward myself? And I almost was like, and this is, I don't want this to sound weird, but it almost was like, what I've gained and learned from achieving this huge goal is worth so much more to me than a pair of shoes. Does that make sense? It almost is like there's not something worth what I've gained and how I feel about myself. I mean, I still want to give myself a reward because, I mean, I like shoes and Lululemon, but it's just crazy. Like, I was kind of looking at it, I was like, dang, I was like, it's almost like nothing is enough. Like, this feeling's like actually priceless, which I've never felt like that before. But I did my 30 miles, which is amazing. I'm so proud of myself. I did some of my miles outside. I did some of them on the treadmill. I did a couple of them in Park City at the Stein Eriksen, which was so fun. And yeah, I did it, and I can't believe it. And I'm trying to see what my goal is going to be for next month, for October. So I have a couple days to figure it out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I run a 5K on Thanksgiving, so we'll see if I end up being able to do that. And I did it! I achieved my goal. I just cannot believe it. These glasses are hurting my head. Okay, and that's all.